Good evening and welcome to the Score video stream game of the week. I'm Jonathan Kraus. I'll be joined later on by Zach Morris and Gary Brolowski for tonight's game. We've got a good one again. It's another Fox Valley Association matchup as Oshkosh North plays host to Kimberly. Second time we've had this matchup on our video stream. If you recall, back in January, it was Oshkosh North rallying in the second half to knock off the Papermakers up in Kimberly. Oshkosh North coming off a disappointing loss to Neenah last week. They've fallen to number 9 now in the Division I rankings. Kimberly's been a great team here in the second half of the conference. They've moved to within 2.5 games of North in first place, so it should be a good one. Stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, the UW Oshkosh Coaches Spotlights, and we'll start off with John Murphy from Kimberly next here on the Score video stream game of the week.
Pride, a hard hat, adorned with a collection of successful projects and dreams brought to life. These are trademarks of a construction worker, their unique signature. At Myron Construction, the men and women who build our projects from the ground up balance artistry and skill with safe, quality construction. Their legacy reaches far beyond the physical structures they build, setting the stage for our clients to do what they do best. Together, we're building excellence.
Your home, where the kids start shooting basketballs in the driveway and play tag in the yard, where a lifetime of memories are made. As a proud born and raised Kimberly resident, Kelly takes special pride in connecting local buyers and sellers to their future home. Give her a call today to start your own real estate journey. Find Kelly Davies Homes, Landro Realty Team on Facebook at kellydavieshomes.com or give her a call today. Kelly Davies, proud supporter of Kimberly Athletics.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprinapparel.com.
And welcome back to the Score video stream game of the week. I'm Jonathan Kraus, and we're into the UW Oshkosh Coaches Spotlight now. We're joined by John Murphy from the Kimberly Papermakers, and we have just 2 weeks left in the regular season. Take me back to day one of practice to this point. What have been the areas of most important improvement you've seen with your team?
Well, and this is an every year thing in Kimberly. We tend to start a little slower. I have 15 of our 17 guys play football, and so when I think that's kind of rare. Today, there's a lot of kids specializing. Our kids, for the most part, have not done that. And, that takes till Christmas to get our basketball legs. And our kids just have learned to compete a little bit better. Our shots are falling. I think we're beginning to jump. We got basketball bodies, and the kids have been very competitive every night out. But the one thing that we have improved upon is our shooting the past month. Yeah.
I also noticed very balanced attack. You don't have a couple of guys with gaudy numbers and then a big drop-off.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the book on us. We got a lot of guys. We don't really have the guy. So we need to be a little bit of everybody, and we have been. When we're at our best, we have 7, 8, 9 guys who can hurt you a little bit.
I want to ask you a philosophical question. We're up to 24 regular season games now in the high school schedule. Too many? Right amount? What do you think here the first time going through this kind of schedule?
Well, it's a long season. I know our kids would much rather play games than practice. And I think if you have the high school kids, I think it's exhausting for schools in general. It's the bus trip, and it's the getting the referees, and it's the setup and the takedown. It's boys' night, it's girls' night. That's 48 setups. That's a lot. But, for the kids, they just show up and play. I mean, they're used to playing AU basketball. They play 3 games a day. They'd play every day if they could.
Talking with John Murphy here from Kimberly. You have Oshkosh North tonight. We actually had this first matchup in the video stream as well. You guys had the lead at halftime. It slipped away from you. Looking at the tape, what do you have to improve on to turn that result around tonight?
Well, when you talk about North, you're dealing with Clark and Xavier Mitchell. And they're going to get theirs, but you got to hold the other kids down. And if you remember, they hurt us. A couple of the other guys down the stretch with offensive rebounds and put back a couple of and ones, and they were able to get out of there with a 75-70 win. And we're expecting to play this, a tough game. We got to hang in. We got to make plays down the stretch.
They can throw a lot of height at you at the top of that 1-3-1 trap. What's the best way to handle that much length when trying to break a trap like that?
Yeah, you know what? We've tried a lot of different things. You don't want to mess with Xavier too much because he gets his hands on everything and he's long. So we prefer, to kind of throw around him and then cut behind him, attack it from the backside. And we've had success doing that. It's about, but they're so long. We have to, you have to hit some shots against this team.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you much.
Stay tuned. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have Oshkosh North head coach Brad Weber here on the UW Oshkosh Coaches Spotlight. Tonight's game is brought to you by Juniper Pools. Get a head start on your backyard pool dream and save 30% on in-stock pools now until the end of February. Juniper has over 175 pools to choose from, so you'll be sure to find one that's a perfect fit for your family. Imagine all the backyard memories just waiting to be made. Shop our showroom now, save big, and be swimming this summer. Juniper Pools, just off West Wisconsin Avenue in Appleton, in front of Costco, and at poolpeople.com.
I learned an early lesson in business. Hire the right people and get out of their way. That's why I turned to Jack's Maintenance for commercial custodial work and everything else to keep our facility in top shape. They have the experience and equipment to tackle the toughest maintenance problems, light remodeling and construction cleanup to high-rise cleaning. Offices, medical facilities, schools, manufacturing plants, it's simply what Jack's does every day. Call Jack's Maintenance and they'll do whatever it takes. Jack's is looking for qualified individuals to join their team. Visit jacksmaintenance.com for details.
Welcome back to the UW Oshkosh Coaches Spotlight. I'm joined now by North head coach Brad Weber. And first off, Coach, we had you last week against Neenah. Upset loss there, I guess we could say, at their field house. To me, it looked like the team was just a little bit slow, a little bit sluggish. What are your thoughts looking back at the film?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it wasn't the performance that we were looking for, but truth of the matter is we've been that way. We've always been able to get out of it. If you look at first half scoring versus second half scoring in the conference, we're like 7th in conference for first half, number 1 by a landslide for second. So, credit to Neenah. They shot the heck out of the ball and never let us get back in. But you could see it at the end of the first half. We got it down to a 1-point game. They hit a 3 at the buzzer. So it was very much what we needed because it exposed all of our little demons that we've been able to hide by winning.
That second half differential, obviously locker room adjustments by the coaching staff, right?
Yeah, no, I think shooting percentage by Neenah.
Okay. So piggybacking off of that, do you think 24 games in a season is a little bit too much for high school kids? This is the first time we've had this many games. Just your thoughts on adding more and more games to the schedule.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think when you start getting some snow days and you look at like an Appleton East this week that has 4 games in a week, that becomes a lot. Truth of the matter is you end up having some Friday, Saturday back-to-backs, which I actually enjoy because in 3 weeks, that's what you're going to have to do if you want to get to sectional. So I kind of like that practice. I think if you asked any single basketball-playing kid, they love it.
We're talking with Brad Weber here from Oshkosh North on the UW Oshkosh Coaches Spotlight, and we had this first matchup on the video stream as well at Kimberly. Trailed at halftime, like you mentioned, came back for a win in the second half. What changes do you expect out of Coach Murphy here tonight?
Yeah, if you look at that team compared to the first time we played till now, they are playing so much better. They are shooting the ball better. In that first game, Cullen didn't play, and he's playing with a ton of confidence. So, I think both teams are in a better spot and kind of know what their identity is now, where maybe we were both still figuring it out back then.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Stay tuned. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, starting lineups. You're watching the Score video stream game of the week.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprinapparel.com.
And welcome back to Oshkosh North High School. Jonathan Kraus, Zach Morris, and Gary Brolowski with you tonight here on the Score Stream Game of the Week. It's a Fox Valley Association matchup as the Spartans play host to the Papermakers of Kimberly. Coming into tonight's game, a quick check on the Fox Valley Association standings. Oshkosh North, despite their loss last week here on the stream to Neenah, is still comfortably ahead in the division at 11-2. Appleton North, coming into tonight's action, is 10-4 in conference play. Kimberly, Neenah, and Kaukauna are all tied at 9-5. Fond du Lac a half game behind them at 8-5. Then it's Hortonville 6-7. Oshkosh West is 3-10 in conference play. Appleton East is 3-11. Appleton West is 0-14. The first time these two teams met was back on Tuesday, January 2nd, which was also a Score video stream game of the week. So you can check it out on our YouTube page if you want to compare side by side. And it was Oshkosh North rallying in the second half for a 75-70 win in that one. Zach, you were there that night, right?
Yeah, Joey D and I were there, and it was a great game overall because Kimberly just looked better, and it was kind of shocking that they continue to look that great. The problem then turned into the second half where Oshkosh North, known for playing better in the second half, and it came through, and Kimberly just was not the same team, and something changed in that game, and we'll see how the teams react at halftime too, because Game 1 teaches you so much, but that's all the way back from January 2nd. So a lot of things have changed for both these teams where Oshkosh North got a lot better. At that point, they were behind Appleton North, and now they're above Appleton North. So, I mean, that's a lot of things that change throughout the year, and we see that every single season because the closer you get to the playoffs, you want to have your team – you want to get into a situation that you're ready for the postseason. And this game, Jonathan, this is the closest you're going to get to a playoff-type atmosphere, kind of like what they were in last week for the Spartans at Neenah.
Yeah, that game last week, though, didn't really recognize that Spartan team. They seemed to be a step behind. They were unable to stop penetration against their 1-3-1 half-court trap defense, and Neenah actually cruised in that one for the most part for the victory. Let's switch now to tonight's starting lineups. And first off, for the Kimberly Papermakers, under the direction of head coach John Murphy. At guard, they'll be starting Bryson Beath, a 6-foot senior who averages 9.3 points per game. Also at guard, it's Mickey Wildes, a 6'2" junior. He is averaging 12.5 points per contest. Their third guard is Thomas Myers. He's the leading scorer for the Papermakers. He's a 6'1" senior, averaging 13.8 per contest. Along the front line, Landon Van Offeren is a 6'2" junior. He averages 8.3 points per game. And then you have Nathan Wildes, a 6'5" senior, who averages 6.2. As for Oshkosh North, they have what we like to call a two-headed monster in their lineup. One of those is Stevie Clark, a 6'6" senior swingman who averages 21.4 points per game. Joining him in the backcourt is Jackson Anderson, a 5'11" sophomore, averaging 2.2 a game, and Carter Strange, a 6'1" senior, who goes for 7.7 points per night. And then along the front line, Zay Mitchell, who's actually the leading scorer for the Spartans on the year, a 6'6" junior who averages 25.3 points per game. And then rounding out the starting lineup is Jackson Anderson, a 5'11" sophomore who averages 2 points. Check that. Bryce Ott, a 6'6" sophomore who averages 9.9 points per game. So Mitchell at 25 and Clark at 21.5. Those are the guys who carry the load for Oshkosh North. Taking a look at some other action around the area here tonight as we wait for warm-ups to wrap up here. Appleton West is at Appleton East. Appleton North is at Fond du Lac tonight. Elsewhere in the FVA, Oshkosh West travels to Kaukauna. Hortonville is at Neenah. Some other conference action. Seymour plays host to West De Pere tonight. Stockton is at Iola Scandinavia. De Pere is home for Sheboygan North. Xavier hosts New London tonight. Notre Dame is at Green Bay Southwest. Ashwaubenon travels to Pulaski. Bayport is at Sheboygan South. Coleman travels to Lourdes Academy just down the road. Shawano's home against Green Bay East. Menasha hosts Green Bay West. Wrightstown is home against Kewanee, and Freedom will play host to Marinette. All right, so tonight's anthem is taken care of as we get ready for these two teams to be introduced to the home crowd here. Gives us a chance to also run through the WisSports.net rankings for this week. In Division I, De Pere remains number 1 in the state. Appleton North slips to 7th. Oshkosh North falls to number 10 following that loss to Nino last week. In Division II, Wisconsin Lutheran is number 1 in the state. Fox Valley Lutheran is 6th, and Ashwaubenon is 8th. In Division III, St. Thomas More tops the rankings there. Kiel is number 2. Xavier is 3. Brillion is 6th. In Division IV, Marathon is the top team in the state. Nobody in our area ranked in Division IV. Same for Division V, where Columbus Catholic is your number 1 team in Wisconsin. Opportunity here to thank some of our sponsors for tonight, including Myron Construction, Creative Imprint, Juniper Pools, Jack's Maintenance Service, and Kelly Davies Home System. We're all set for tonight's matchup between Kimberly and Oshkosh North. Papermakers going with the black road look tonight. Oshkosh North in the clean white and green trim. It'll be Zay Mitchell to jump center against Nathan Wildes. Win tonight for Oshkosh North pretty much cements the Fox Valley Association title. This ball is tipped and will be controlled by Kimberly to start. Veith across the timeline. He'll swing far side for Wildes. Mikey Wildes. Trying to force his way down the lane was Nathan Wildes, but able to corral his own loose ball there. Kind of a wild shot put up by Veith, and North will pull down the rebound. Pushing the pace here early tonight as Anderson tries the 3. He can't hit. Myers up ahead for Veith now and into the corner. Bringing it out there was Van Offeren. Back out top, straight on for Veith. That rims out. So both teams with some good looks early on can't convert. Long lead pass, Clark can't come up with it. And it'll be a turnover. Clark already got bumped there, but the pass was at least 5 feet over his head yet. He wasn't going to bring it in regardless. Now we have a 6-year-old excitedly bringing the ball from all the way down to the other end of the field house.
Well, it's better than having to go yourself if you're the player or the referee. So,
as a man in stripes, we're not going to get that either. Inbounds pass comes to Myers, and he'll bring it up against pressure. And the front court looks to attack. Nice little drop pass, but unable to handle was Van Offeren. And it is Mitchell who will push pace into the front court. Still looking for our first points here tonight, a minute in. Clark got away with the travel. Hands it off for Strange, and now for Mitchell again. Mitchell goes far side for Ott. Back out top. Clark fakes the 3. Ott will try one from behind the arc. That's off, no good. Rebound fought for and finally corralled there by Myers. So both teams struggling to find the basket right now.
Well, when you're two athletic teams and you're above average, you're trying to guess where the player will be, and you're trying to just figure that out.
And figuring it out for the three-pointer was Thomas Myers.
Especially when you're playing against Oshkosh North, when you talk about how the length, and especially when they're in that zone, you're trying to find out what's the best way. You don't want to make too many turnovers early and fall into a huge deficit.
Anderson looking inside for Mitchell, but it's taken away from him. Sloppy pass, as able to pick it off was Nathan Wildes. He has it now on the right. Off for Myers, gets down the lane, and a block is going to be called. Anderson picks up his first. First team foul as well. They're going to say the foul was on the floor. Substitution now is Max Rohr will check in for the first time tonight. Rohr, a 6-foot sophomore who averages 2.4 points per contest. Head coach Brad Weber asking for an explanation here on why it was a block and not a charge. Nice inbounds pass in for Wildes, who can't hit. Mikey Wildes.
I'm sure he wishes he had that one back.
Yep, funny he can't afford to miss. Oh, it's not missing there is Zay Mitchell. So his first on the night. And we're tied at 3. A lot of contact out at midcourt there as Myers is able to fight his way through. He fakes the 3. Nice little handoff, cut down the lane, and the layup is good for Landon Van Offeren. His first points on the night. Puts Kimberly back on top. Tough pass there, handled by Clark, and he's able to hit. So Clark is on the board. Tied at 5.
Yeah, a break for Spartans because there was no one there for help defense for the Papermakers.
Nice step through there on the double team in the backcourt. And now Myers looks to attack off the wing. Kick back. Veith will try the 3. That rims out. Mitchell again with another rebound. He'll push. Nice little step under there, but can't convert. Gets his own in traffic, and then it's knocked away out of bounds. Substitutions for the Spartans. Dalton Clark will check in, as does Stefan Stojilovic. Rohr triggering in here. Clark, tough pass there. Swing far side for Clark. Near side for, I guess I should get this a bit more specific here with 2 Clarks on the floor. Stevie Clark there with the missed shot. So we have 2 Wildes and 2 Clarks. And hitting the 3 is Thomas Myers. His second from downtown. Kimberly back up by 3.
Yeah, this is pretty much how that first game went for Kimberly. Just keep scoring, maintain a little lead. But Spartans doing a great job, too, just matching point for point.
Oshkosh North taking their time on this possession as Stojilovic has it out high. Now near side, Rohr thought about the 3. Tough pass for Mitchell, and it's knocked away. Into the front court comes Myers. Out top for Wildes. Into the corner, driving Veith, and he's able to hit. Bryson Veith, his first points.
Yeah, that was 1 on 3, and he was able to find his way to the hoop.
Usually you see guys get behind the backboard like that and they get trapped, but he was able to find some space. And now another pass tipped away as they try to feed Mitchell in the post. Tough spot for Dalton Clark. And they're again trying to feed Mitchell. 2-on-1 back the other way, and the layup too strong though. Unable to hit was Mikey Wildes.
I think he was afraid of another player coming down to block that.
Rohr had it knocked away from him there. So it'll remain with the Spartans. Ott and Anderson return. Stojilovic and, let's see, Max Rohr will sit. Anderson to trigger in. That's Clark in the far corner. Tries to go baseline. Get someone to come to him. Now near side for Dalton Clark and off for Stevie. Long possession here for Oshkosh North. Clark, tough catch along the baseline and then throws it away. Oshkosh North not sharp with the passing or ball handling here early. There's a slap away as Anderson got a hand on it.
Yeah,
Mitchell to
we're
the
starting
front
to
court.
see the same stuff that we did in their offense against Nina.
Nice move, Mitchell there. The Euro step for the layup. He's got 5 now on the night. Kimberly up by 3.
But unlike last Friday against the Rockets, the defense has been a little bit more tougher, not allowing as many points as fast as they did last week.
Well, last week they just had no answer for the penetration off the point. Another long 3. That one unable to hit by Myers. Mitchell will attack. Nope, he's going to pull up for 3 and hit. Zay Mitchell now with 8, and we're tied at 10.
And Mitchell's already playing with more energy than he showed pretty much all that game against Nina.
Five straight points here for North to tie things up. Nice spot up 3 on the way is good by Mikey Wildes. Clark will hold high on the right, tries to feed the post, and a foul will be called. I think they're going to get Aiden Lom, who had checked in on the last dead ball. His first team foul as well. Back in, Carter Strange, and also in for the first time tonight, Owen Weber for North. Also in is Aaron Cullen for Kimberly. Mitchell fakes the 3, creates a little space, and can't hit. Ball tipped out. I'm going to say that it's off of Kimberly. Nope. Yeah, they are going to say off of Kimberly. Official pointed back towards that it would be Kimberly's ball, but he must call black.
Some officials like to show, like they do tell you, like the whole progress of what happened near that baseline, who it bounced off, and you have to wait till the final call of, oh yeah, it's that direction.
I'm a good one for doing that as well. Point at the guy that knocked it out. Zay Mitchell again from downtown. That's his 3rd from behind the arc. He's got 11, and we're tied at 13.
Yeah, this is tough for the paper makers. They break out to a lead, but every time they're up from 3-5, Spartans match almost instantly.
Penetration by Wildes. He'll kick it out. 3 on the way is good by Nathan. His first from downtown. He's got 5. Mitchell again, feeling it from downtown, and he hits again. Look out. If he's hitting from outside, could be a big night. Out top, Cullen. Near side, Mikey will drive and hit. He's got 7. Back and forth action now. Both teams have struggled scoring early, but now the pace picking up as we have a kick. Substitution, Sam Dudek will check in for Nina. Nathan Wilds will check out. Also returning for North is Carter Strange. And Bryce Ott, who hands off for Clark. Off for Strange. Down the lane. Hanger can't hit it, though. Ott in traffic scores. Bryce Ott, his first points on the night. Second chance points here for Oshkosh North on several trips in the first half. Spot up 3, rims out. As unable to hit was Cullen. Clark will push into the front court. Smooth with the ball behind the back. Now in trouble in the lane. Ott. Tough turnaround, reverse layup is good. 4 straight for him. Spartans up by 2.
If you're a papermaker fan, you start to wonder, do you need a score here to maintain with the scoring of the Spartans?
Kick it out. Cullen will try the 3 and hit. Aaron Cullen is first. And just like that, Kimberly's back up by 1. Strange finds a gap, kicks corner. 3 on the way by Weber. That's off back iron. So Kimberly a chance to push the 1-point lead. Off for Lom. He'll try a 3 and hit. They're going in from everywhere right now. 9 3-pointers between the two teams so far. Clark will try to add to that total. Air ball. And walking it across the timeline, Myers. Near side now for Lom. Myers swings far side for Wilds. Myers looking to get baseline, forced to kick it back out. Lom will try another three and hit. Aiden Lom is second from downtown. 27-20, largest lead of the night now for the Papermakers. Clark will try to push something and pick up a foul in the lane. I think they're going to say on the floor. Foul whistled on Lom. That's his second. Oh, check that. It's actually on Mikey Wilds, his first. Couple of pump fakes. Need to get it in here, and finally they release to Dalton Clark out high. Zay Mitchell back in the game. Looks to drive. Tough shot there as he had a hand in his face. And now a foul will be called underneath the defensive basket. Dalton Clark picks up his first. Second team foul.
Now for Kimberly, this is the biggest lead we've had so far in the first half. Can you try to up to that 10-point lead? That would be a situation where you're feeling pretty good.
Not going to do it there as the pass unable to handle it was Dudek. Substitutions again for North as Ott checks out and Stojilovic will check back in. Clark walks into the front court. Off for Mitchell. Back to Clark. Got off on the baseline. Swing far side. Stojilovic. Back out Clark. Tough jumper from the elbow is no good. Kimberly doing a nice job of contesting jump shots here, and then a foul. As Stojilovic will check that or pick that one up. His first, third team. Fast-moving first half.
Yeah, no timeouts, and even 3-2 fouls. Kimberly with 3. It's pretty low.
Tough spot there. Is able to get rid of it was Van Offeren, but he throws it out of bounds for the turnover.
Yeah, both teams are doing a really good job of just pressuring, and we've seen multiple passes just go way over the players' heads out of bounds.
It's one of the things Oshkosh North is really adept at, and that's using either the center court line or the sidelines as an extra defender. They'll get you right along those lines and jump you with two guys, take away all your angles. Clark will direct a little traffic out top. And over to Dalton Clark. And Mitchell double teaming Clark in the post. Kick it out. 3 on the way with Rohr. That rims out no good. Mitchell skies for the rebound though. Goes back up and hits. Zay Mitchell now with 16 here in the first half. 16 to the 22 that North has.
That's good and bad. I mean, it's great that you have a player that can score that much, but if he starts to slow down at all, that's not going to be looking good for the Spartans.
Well, they always have Stevie Clark to heat up, though, too. Handled out by Lom. Back out top for Myers. Far side corner for Wilds. Tipped away, and not sure they really need to save there. And they can't complete the backdoor pass as that went off the hands of Van Offeren. Substitution as Carter Strange returns for North. And Dalton Clark will check out.
And that's the pressure from these closeouts in that zone where you're just throwing that ball quicker because you're in practice the day before. Hey, they say to be quick passes. If someone's wide open, they won't be open for too long. And sometimes you just put a little bit too much on that pass.
Clark got it by Dudek there. A lot of contact out here on the perimeter so far tonight. Tough feed for Mitchell. Pins him against the baseline, but he's able to get back into the lane. And goes glass to hit. Zay Mitchell is flat out feeling it here tonight. 18 for him in the first half. Again, he averages 25.3 a game. Myers will bring it across. Finds Dudek. Dudek avoiding the double team again along the sideline. Wilds back for Dudek. Center. Now they can attack the bottom of the trap, but unable to hit. The floater there was Myers. Push into the front court. Clark, he'll get to the glass and hit. 4 for Stevie Clark, and it's back to a 1-point lead now for Kimberly.
Yeah, ever since that 7-point lead broke out, they have yet to score in the Papermakers.
Veith directing traffic near steal there as Clark gambled. Dudek, though, unable to take advantage. Nino continues on the offensive set. Wilds. Contact again, but no call. Back out top. Mikey Wilds into the corner. Spot up three on the way is good. Van Offren with his first from behind the arc. Kimberly lead back up to 4.
Spartans are doing a better job closing out than they were in the first part of this first half, and that's what's really causing Kimberly's issues. They just finally got a break for an open 3.
Strange will fire the 3 and hit. His first points on the night, continuing the barrage from downtown, and now Kimberly's going to take a timeout. 30-second timeout. And gives us an opportunity to thank one of our participating sponsors here for tonight's game, and that is the Kelly Davies Homes Team. Your home where your kids start shooting basketballs in the driveway and play tag in the yard, where a lifetime of memories are made. As a proud born and raised Kimberly resident, Kelly takes special pride in connecting local buyers and sellers to their future home. Give her a call today to start your own real estate journey. Find Kelly Davies Homes, Landro Realty Team on Facebook at kellydavieshomes.com and give her a call today. Kelly's Davies, proud supporter of Kimberly Athletics. Quick reset here, 4:42 left to go, first half. I always hate to jinx it, but this has been a fantastic pace. That was our first time out. We have not had any free throws attempted yet. And Kimberly nursing a 1-point lead.
And then when we get in the final 4 minutes, it'll be about 30 of them.
That's why I said I didn't want to curse it. Norris switching to a 2-3 defense look now. They'll run 3 defenses at you during the night. They'll play a little bit of man-to-man as well, necessary.
Yeah, it was so strange last Friday when Nina Rockets just forced the Spartans not to play zone for the rest of the game, and you just don't see that often.
Turnaround jumper by Veith. They left him alone, and he hits. He's got 4 on the night. Kimberly back up by 3. Strange into the front court, comes near side for Rohr. And Mitchell. Back off for Rohr again. And Strange. Ott thought about the 3. Gets baseline. Nice kick near side. Weber, that's off the rim and off the strap. All right, so Stevie Clark will check back in. Zay Mitchell will check out. Mitchell going to the bench with 18 points so far tonight. Into the front court, Wilds. Back off for Myers. Trying to avoid that trap out top. Now into the near side corner. They are not going to try to trap Nathan Wilds. Kick out top, 3 on the way. Mike Wilds off back iron, no good. Anderson with a rebound. He'll push into the front court now for the Spartans. Off the screen, finds Clark. Back for Strange. And then back out for Ott. Ott able to get down the lane, but can't hit. Gets his own rebound in traffic, goes back up, forced to kick out. Anderson will try the spot 3. That's no good. Ball again tipped around, and coming down with it and traveling was Weber. Jumped a little bit too high to land successfully. Substitution as Mitchell returns.
Yeah, I'm liking this quick substitution for Mitchell. I mean, just making sure that he's just fully rested because he's all over the floor. And that is he's their most important player defensively. And if he can be out there to play at a high level for a good portion of this game, they'll take that.
Spot up 3 is good out of the corner by Van Offren. His second from behind the arc. He's got 8, and the lead's back up to 6 for the Papermakers. Clark not being able to penetrate very well here so far tonight. Anderson into the corner for Ott. Back for Clark. Skip far side. Strange try to spot up 3 and hit. Carter Strange, his second from downtown. He's got 6. And when you talk about getting Mitchell a rest, top of the zone, you're running across the floor the entire possession on defense. Anderson near steal there. Wow, a lot of contact again. Let it go. Just wildly swinging the arms, coming from out of bounds. Now, oh, there's a steal by Mitchell. Strange to Mitchell for the layup. That gives him 20 here in the first half. And it cuts Kimberly lead to 1 again. Papermakers showing a little, yeah, there's a foul as Ott reaches in. His first, just 4th team foul. Kimberly's been whistled for 2 so far tonight.
Well, that'll be important later because you don't want several players being in high foul marks, and that's what changes everyone's philosophy of the rest of the game. So, nice, clean game.
There again, the attempted skip pass going way over the intended receiver's head. Chance for North to grab what would be only their 2nd lead of the night here as we wind down under a minute and a half. Clark will walk it in. Up for Strange. Needs some help here and finally finds Anderson. Corner for Ott. Back for Mitchell. And then Ott. They're looking for Clark inside. Double team there. Strange will attack to the glass. Can't hit. And the rebound is pulled down by Nathan Wilds. Quickly into the front court. A lot of contact as Van Offeren walked. Letting them play, aren't they?
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, people
As long
like
as you're
to see.
consistent.
Yep. If it's going to be a physical game in the first half, it should be a physical game in the second half. It's when all of a sudden you're going to start calling fouls. That's when the fans get a little concerned. And we see that
We
in
don't
all.
care about the fans.
Well, that's what we
Well,
see.
the coaches.
And that's what we see with all
Yeah.
sports. You know, in football, call pass interference. All of a sudden, the last 2 minutes, you see back-to-back fouls.
Clark, and there's one. Little nickel dimer. It's Carson Pendleton, who's in for the first time tonight, picks up that one. His first, just the 3rd team foul on Kimberly. Clark to Mitchell, and back to Clark. Wind under a minute here. Ott has it knocked away, and then gets fallen upon, and I think they're going to call Ott for a trip. Yep. His 2nd, 5th team foul. Going to try to mop up some sweat here now. Substitution, Van Offeren checks back in for Kimberly. I think it might be time for high schools to invest in the sweat mop that they have at other levels. Just bring a kid out, scrub it down, good to go. So Kimberly still nursing that 1-point lead as they get it across the timeline to Myers. Feed into the post. Van Offeren forced to kick it back out though. Try to feed the post again, knocked off of a Kimberly player, and it'll be Oshkosh North ball with 33 left to go. Let's see if Coach Weber decides to play for 1.
This will be huge, too, for the Spartans. They were down by 5 at one point, 7, 8. This is a situation where if you can just end the half with the lead at home, too, it may have maybe got past the toughest punch from the Papermakers, but that 3-point attack is something else, though, we've seen so far.
10 on the, or rather 12 on the clock here as Anderson sets the offense in motion, finds Clark, kick to the corner. Stolovich will try a 3. That rims out no good. Mitchell tipping around, can't come up with it. Let's see if we get a desperation shot off before the horn. We do. No good, as unable to hit was Veith. Score at the break. Kimberly 35, Oshkosh North 34. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with first half scoring. You're watching the Score video stream game of the week.
I learned an early lesson in business. Hire the right people and get out of their way. That's why I turned to Jack's Maintenance for commercial custodial work and everything else to keep our facility in top shape. They have the experience and equipment to tackle the toughest maintenance problems, light remodeling and construction cleanup to high-rise cleaning. Offices, medical facilities, schools, manufacturing plants, it's simply what Jack's does every day. Call Jack's Maintenance and they'll do whatever it takes. Jack's is looking for qualified individuals to join their team. Visit jacksmaintenance.com for details.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprinapparel.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Juniper Pools. Get a head start on your backyard pool dream and save 30% on in-stock pools now until the end of February. Juniper has over 175 pools to choose from, so you'll be sure to find one that's a perfect fit for your family. Imagine all the backyard memories just waiting to be made. Shop our showroom now, save big, and be swimming this summer. Juniper Pools just off West Wisconsin Avenue in Appleton in front of Costco and at poolpeople.com. Our score at halftime, Kimberly on top of Oshkosh North 35-34. You know that you're getting old as a broadcaster, as a kid whose games you call both football and basketball is being inducted into a school's Hall of Fame. That is the case for Nick Bauer tonight, class of 2015 at Oshkosh North High School. Earned 11 letters during his time in high school. Not only was he on the football team and the basketball team, but he was also one of the better golfers in the area as well. So congratulations to him going into the Spartan Hall of Fame, being awarded his plaque right now by Athletic Director Craig Leader. Let's break down first half scoring. First off for Kimberly. They were led in the first half by Mikey Welts with 7 points, Landon Van Offeren at 8, Thomas Myers with 6, Aiden Lam with 6, Bryson Veith with 5, and Aaron Cullen with 3 in the first half. Aiden Lam, check that. Nobody had more than one foul in the first half for Kimberly. As for Oshkosh North, Zay Mitchell went off here in the first 18 minutes, going for 20 points, including 4 3-pointers. Carter Strange with 6 so far tonight. Stevie Clark with 4. Bryce Ott with 4 as well. Ott the only player from North with 2 fouls in the first half. We will take another 90-second break. When we come back, we'll try to get some other action from around the area as well. You are watching the Score video stream game of the week.
I learned an early lesson in business. Hire the right people and get out of their way. That's why I turned to Jack's Maintenance for commercial custodial work and everything else to keep our facility in top shape. They have the experience and equipment to tackle the toughest maintenance problems, light remodeling and construction cleanup to high-rise cleaning. Offices, medical facilities, schools, manufacturing plants, it's simply what Jack's does every day. Call Jack's Maintenance and they'll do whatever it takes. Jack's is looking for qualified individuals to join their team. Visit jacksmaintenance.com for details.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprinapparel.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the Kelly Davies Homes Team, your home where your kids start shooting basketballs in the driveway and playing tag in the yard, where a lifetime of memories are made. As a proud born and raised Kimberly resident, Kelly takes special pride in connecting local buyers and sellers to their future home. Give her a call today to start your real estate journey. Find Kelly Davies Homes, Landro Realty Team on Facebook at kellydavieshomes.com or give her a call today. Kelly Davies, proud supporter of Kimberly Athletics. As mentioned, we have a Hall of Fame ceremony going on here tonight at Oshkosh North. Some of the other inductees, Samantha Berger, class of 2017, who earned 12 varsity letters here, 4 in cross country, 4 in basketball, 4 in softball. She was a first team all FVA guard 3 times and was also a first team FVA in softball twice. During that time, Oshkosh North really grew its program into a state power. Also being honored tonight, Lauren Nouveau-Doreen, class of 2017. She earned 8 varsity letters, 4 in diving, and 4 in softball as well. Honorable mention, Fox Valley Association. She was a 4-time state diving qualifier in addition. And the 4th inductee tonight is Ryan Revelinski, who was a 4-time varsity letter winner in swimming here at North, class of 2015. He still owns 4 school records 10 years after he graduated. So congratulations to Ryan as well. Taking a look at some other action around the area or around Wisconsin tonight. Wanakee on top of Beaver Dam, 32-24. Wisconsin Lutheran leads Pewaukee 34-23. My thanks to all of the other outlets that are tweeting tonight's score from this game. That does me no good, as we're always trying to find as many scores as we can.
Well, it's hard because, especially unlike football where everyone's playing that same day, games are so scattered. So that also plays a factor trying to find scores for basketball.
Yes, that's pretty much all we've got on that front. Taking a look at some of the professional ranks here tonight. Bucks are in action, and look at this. They're beating the Charlotte Hornets 53-33 with 2:55 left to go in the second quarter. Can Doc hang on?
Well, what's
his first home
what's
win?
the record for the Hornets? Like 10-40, so
yeah,
good
something
chance.
like that. 10-40, yes, you are correct. Oh, they pressed it out now. It's 66-38 at halftime. Hawks on top of the 76ers. They're in a world of hurt. Joel Embiid is out for a while. 111-103 is the score on that one. Celtics are losing to the Wizards tonight, 74-72, about midway through the third quarter there. Raptors on top of the Rockets, 76-58. Coming up later tonight, it's the Pelicans and the Lakers. Nuggets will take on the Kings. Handful of college basketball games tonight. On the men's side, number 24 San Diego State trails Nevada 30-27 at halftime, and VCU a winner over 18th ranked Dayton 49-47. I had to double check again. Yes, that was a men's game, 49-47. That is what we like to call a rock fight in that one. So, Zach, your thoughts on the first half of action here so far?
Well, Kimberly's doing a great job just being able to keep the flow. I mean, when you're the away team, you're below this team in the standings. You just need to find a way to keep putting points on the board. And every time you see the Spartans match or tie the game, a key 3 with another layup right after that, get that lead back to 4 or 5. And they've been able to do that for the whole entire first half. The question will be, can they maintain that into the second half? And then if they're unable to, that's how we saw back in January 2nd when the Spartans took the lead early in the second half and never gave it up. That's the part where it's going to be mattered for the papermakers. If they can just continue to have just scoring and not just all at once, just maintain an average score of, if you add 4 to 6 points every 2 minutes, just so you can keep the pressure on the Spartans. And I'm sure the Spartans, what they want to do is just find a way to just keep putting pressure on Kimberly and try to get to that quick lead, and that's where they play so well. The last 2 games we've seen for the Spartans, they've been playing from behind, and this team is dangerous when they can get a 10-point lead, and that pressure just absorbs and overwhelms the opposing team.
They have forced turnovers in the first half, but they weren't turnovers that led directly to points. There's been a lot of passes over the top that went out of bounds. Those are the ones that kill you. When you turn it out over off top here, and Zay Mitchell goes in for dunks or dumps it off for a Stevie Clark 3 out of the corner, that's the one that really takes the wind out of your sails. Our next video stream game comes your way next Friday night, as we will have Appleton North travel to take on Appleton East. The Lightning currently sit a game and a half behind Oshkosh North in the Fox Valley Association with a 10-4 record. Appleton East down a little bit this year. They're 3-11 in conference play. That game, we should have a pregame about 7:15, tip-off around 7:30 as well. Should mention that Kimberly will be on the Score radio broadcast coming up next Friday night as they will travel to take on Kaukauna. Pregame there at 7 and the tip at 7:30. Don't forget that this weekend we've got Super Bowl Sunday, and you'll be able to hear that on WHBY, one of our Woodward media stations. Pregame beginning at 3 o'clock for a kickoff, presumably at 5:30. We'll see how close they are to that.
Well, you got multiple songs you got before the game, anthems, pregame rituals, which extend about a half hour.
Another early Badger basketball game tomorrow. They take on Rutgers in New Jersey. It's an 11 o'clock tip. Pregame begins at 10 o'clock again on WHBY. Marquette then takes on St. John's in the afternoon. So it's a 4:30 pregame, 5 o'clock tip. Is that correct? Yes, it is. So a full weekend worth of sports for you here on all of Woodward Community Media. Also this weekend, we're going to get the girls WIAA tournament draw. And again, we are going computerized on that, so nobody can complain about the seating meetings that we used to have back in the day.
Selection show, too. I miss the days when it would just pop out and you wouldn't even know about it. It's like, oh, hey, the brackets are out. You see a tweet or two by someone.
Well, you would know when the WIAA had posted the brackets because the WIAA website would crash because everyone was trying to get on there to see where their team was playing. And I'm sure that's a tradition that will continue this weekend. Won't have any video stream games for you, though. We'll have plenty of games on our radio stations, both the Score and WHBY. Monitor our websites for the games and times in your area. We're just about set for second half action here. A little extended halftime because of the Hall of Fame ceremony. But we managed to do enough dancing to get us into second half. And it'll be Oshkosh North ball to start as they trail by 1. Back real quickly to girls' rankings. It'll be interesting to see who out of the Fox Valley Association gets number 1 seeds, because it has been highly competitive at the top of the girls' conference. So here we go. They trigger into Clark, and he'll bring it across the timeline. Hands off for Strange. Strange looking for Clark backdoor. Handles in traffic and can't hit the turnaround jumper. Mitchell's tip attempt comes up short, and Kimberly will press into the front court. Veith behind the line yet, trying not to step into the trap. Over the top for Van Offren. Back out top for Veith. Mickey Wilds into the corner. 3 on the way by Myers is good. So that's how the first half started.
And that's important because that's where the paper makers were unable to move into the second half.
Ott answers with a 3 of his own on the back end over here. And it's back to a 1-point lead for Kimberly. Veith has it knocked away, and here comes North out ahead of the pack. Send it in with Mitchell. He now has 22 on the night. And it's Oshkosh North up for the first time since about 3 minutes into the contest. Myers picks it up, able to get it over. And then the Mickey Wilds unable to hit the three, tipped around underneath, put back by Nathan Wilds, and he'll hit. His first points on the night, 40-39. Then nice attack by Ott off the glass and good. He's looking for a foul as well, but none was called.
This is a completely different start compared to the first half where both teams are struggling.
Clark with a slap away. Now Mitchell again ahead of the pack. Layup good. 24 for Zay. One shy of his season average. We still have 16 minutes to play. Oh, I don't know if both feet were in the front court. As another steal by Zay Mitchell. And another send it in. And a timeout is called as Kimberly is starting to turn the ball over against that trap. We will take one as well. It's a 60-second break. Back with more on the Score video stream.
I learned an early lesson in business. Hire the right people and get out of their way. That's why I turned to Jack's Maintenance for commercial custodial work and everything else to keep our facility in top shape. They have the experience and equipment to tackle the toughest maintenance problems, light remodeling and construction cleanup to high-rise cleaning. Offices, medical facilities, schools, manufacturing plants. It's simply what Jax does every day. Call Jax Maintenance and they'll do whatever it takes. Jax is looking for qualified individuals to join their team. Visit jaxmaintenance.com for details.
Dusty boots from a hard day's work, a sense of progress and pride. A hard hat adorned with a collection of successful projects and dreams brought to life. These are trademarks of a construction worker, their unique signature. At Myron Construction, the men and women who build our projects from the ground up balance artistry and skill with safe, quality construction. Their legacy reaches far beyond the physical structures they build, setting the stage for our clients to do what they do best. Together, we're building excellence.
Oshkosh North with a little spurt here to build a 5-point lead early in the second half after trailing by one at the break. Kimberly looking to stem the tide here as Beath has it on the left. Several turnovers. There's a kick by Ott. But as mentioned there in the halftime analysis, you can turn it over against Oshkosh North. You're going to have turnovers, but you cannot turn it over to allow them to get immediately into a transition. A couple of dunks by Zay Mitchell here has really gotten Spartans fired up.
Yeah, this is where the team really thrives off turnovers, especially fast break turnovers.
So Myers off far side for Veith. And Myers. Nice dumped out pass for Van Offren in traffic. Forced to kick it back out. Myers will try the three. Can't hit. Clark with a rebound. They look to push. Up by 5. Nice pass. Zay Mitchell for another dunk. He's going to have calluses on his hands by the end of this one. It's been dunk city. It was 3 city in the first half. He made 4 from behind the arc. Now he's attacking the glass. 7-point lead, largest of the night for the Spartans. Wild's in trouble underneath, and a foul will be called. So Nathan will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul called on Ott. That's his 3rd. First team foul of the half.
And it's the free throws you've been waiting for.
I didn't say I was waiting for it. I just pointed out we didn't shoot any in the first half. Unheard of in today's game. First free throw, good. Well, I take that back. It's not really that unheard of because we've got so much three-point shooting and you hardly ever foul a three-point shooter. Substitution as Storlovich checks back in for North. Ott will sit down with the 3 fouls. Wilds is good on both free throws. He's got 4 on the night. And the North lead is back down to 5. Thought we'd have a few more fans here tonight for this one. Good matchup. Top of the division. Clark works in the corner. Back out for Anderson. Near side for Strange. And now Zay Mitchell for 3. That rims out no good. Couldn't miss in the first half. Gonna have to go back to dunking again. Now they spring the trap. They're able to get it off for Myers down the lane. And there's Wilds again with a backdoor layup. So Kimberly starting to complete their passes and get back into this 47-43.
Yeah, I mean, that 7-point deficit, you can start feeling the momentum was changing, but a great job by the Papermakers to at least get it down to a 1-possession game.
Then Clark's able to get inside, pick up a foul. That foul whistled on Wilds, Mikey Wilds' first team foul on the Papermakers as well. Clark to the line to shoot 2, makes the first. Mass substitutions. Oh, no, just 2 guys coming in. That includes Tylen Lister, a 5'11 sophomore, and Max Rohr returns as well. Lister saw a lot of run in the JV game. Clark makes both free throws. He's got just 6 on the night so far. Spartan lead back up to 5. Near side for Mikey Wilds. Out of the corner, 3 by Van Offeren is good. His third from behind the arc. He's got 11. Leads Kimberly tonight. Clark speeds past the defense. Can't hit the jumper, though. And the rebound is pulled down by Veith, and he's fouled in the backcourt. They're going to get Stolovich. Whoop, check that. They're actually going to get Lister with the foul. His first, second team foul of the half. Veith holds in the backcourt, back for Myers, and then back to Veith. For Mickey Wilds. There's Nathan Wilds underneath and shot blocked, but a foul will be called. That was Max Rohr getting him on the arm. His first, third team. I'll send Nathan Wilds to the line to shoot 2, but first we have a timeout. And an opportunity to let you know about one of our game sponsors tonight, and that is Juniper Pools. Get a head start on your backyard pool dream and save 30% on in-stock pools now until the end of February. Juniper has over 175 pools to choose from, so you'll be sure to find one that's a perfect fit for your family. Imagine all the backyard memories just waiting to be made. Shop our showroom now, save big, and be swimming this summer. Juniper Pools just off West Wisconsin Avenue in Appleton in front of Costco and at poolpeople.com. Timeout called by Oshkosh North there as their lead has been trimmed to 2. And Nathan Wilds will head to the line with an opportunity to tie things up. Key to Kimberly's little run here has been ball possession, as it was turnovers that set up North's spurt to start the second half. Wilds a perfect 3 of 3 from the line so far tonight. Second free throw, good as well. He now has 8, and we're tied. Clark walking into the front court. Finds Mitchell again. Stolovich will try a 3. That's off rim, no good, but there's Clark with an offensive rebound. Opportunity for the Spartans to extend this possession. Clark loses a handle, but retrieves. Lister. Stolovich. Rohr thought about a 3, passed it up instead for Mitchell. Now Rohr will try the 3, can't hit. Off badly there. And Kimberly a chance to regain the lead here as we move under 13 minutes.
Yeah, back and forth. I mean, this is where both teams want to be at this point. The question is, in the next 7 minutes, can one team pull away?
Myers looked to drive. Jumper from the wing is no good by Wilds. Mitchell, long lead pass for Clark. Spot up 3. That's off back iron, no good. Lister with a hustle offensive rebound. Feeds Clark in a ton of traffic, goes up and can't hit.
Yeah, big break there for the Papermakers. The fact that Clark was wide open on that 3.
In the lane, that one goes off back iron, and the push-off is going to be called underneath as Lister drew the foul. So the sophomore giving the Spartans some quality minutes here off the bench. He'll be replaced by Carter Strange. Foul was whistled on Nathan Wilds, his second team foul. Mikey Wilds will check out, and back in is Aiden Lom. Lom hit a couple of 3s early on for the Papermakers as they built that lead. Pass by Strange, tipped right back to him. Retrieves, finds Clark, goes baseline and hits. Stevie Clark now with 8 on the night, 51-49. Spartans on top. Veith across the timeline. Into the corner. Skip pass from Van Offeren. Veith probed the defense, forced to come back out, finds Lom, and now they come near side for Myers. Skip pass again. Pull up jumper Veith. Can't find it. Ball tipped out as Van Offeren is able to hit. He now has 13, and we're tied again.
Both teams just doing a great job not letting us either deficit grow and just tying the game right back at it, even if it's 2 points or 7.
Both teams also trading offensive rebounds. Mitchell will try another three. That's short. And into the front court will come Myers. And a foul will be called on Mitchell. Coach Weber wondering why the official on the near side, the C official, made that call instead of the trail official on the other side, who was right behind the play.
Trust your instincts, I guess, if you see it.
Mitchell picks up his first foul. Fourth team foul now on the Spartans. Veith near steal, and they do come away with it. As Ott is up ahead for Strange. Back for Clark to the hoop, layup good. Clark now with 10, Spartans back up by 2.
That was a tough decision because Mitchell was also open under the hoop, so you want to make the correct decision when your 2 top scorers are in prime scoring position.
And again, another turnover that led to directly 2 points transition. 3 on the way is good as Myers nails that one. His 4th from behind the arc. He's got 12. Kimberly back up by 1. Clark directing a little traffic here on top. Works off the ball screen. Strange looks to attack. He'll be able to get to the glass. Throws one up, but a foul will be called. That one is going to be whistled on Grabner, who checked in on the last dead ball. His first. Grabner, a 6'8" junior, averages 5 points a game. First free throw, Strange, is good. His first trip to the line tonight. I'll whip a little announcer's curse out here. We haven't had a missed free throw yet tonight. Anderson and Rohr check back in for North. Clark to the bench. Second free throw, good as well. Strange now with 8. Spartans back up by 1. Veith across the timeline, near side Van Offeren. Now they go far side for Myers. Nice feed into the post, Van Offeren trying to work around Ott, can't hit. And the rebound is finally pulled down by the Spartans. In the front court, Anderson thought about the 3. Oh, he had Mitchell there. Should have gotten it to him earlier. Now they allowed the double team, but he's able to split that, and a foul will be called. That one's whistled on Van Offeren, his first. 4th team foul on the Papermakers. Substitution, Clark in, Mitchell out. So head coach Brad Weber rotating his top scorers here a little bit in the second half. Clark, he'll spin into the lane. Tough hanging jumper, no good. Put back by Ott is. He's got 11. Spartans stretch their lead to 3.
Offensive rebounds, especially on the weak side, are always key in these later moments of the game.
Myers has it, looking to attack off the right. Kick out. Veith will try the 3. That's off. Clark Skies for the rebound.
That was a 3 that the Papermakers haven't been able to make the whole entire game, and you wonder, does that start a little change?
Clark dribbles it out of bounds. Turnover Spartans. Mitchell will return. Rohr is out. Aaron Cullen is in for Kimberly, as is Nathan Wilds. Three-point deficit for the Papermakers as the pass into the front court goes to Cullen. Wild pass, but able to save it was Myers. Gets down the lane, and Wildies hits.
Success and almost disaster there for the Papermakers.
Mitchell back the other way, and he scores. 30 for him now. 30 of the 59 for the Spartans, and that one is kicked out of bounds.
Luckily, not at the stands. A lot of fans over there.
Yeah, there's a young man who's enthralled by his iPad and not even watching the game.
Hey, if we were that age, I can't blame him.
If I was that age, I wouldn't have that. Backdoor layup is good again, as Nathan Wilds is having a second half here. He's got 12 all in the in this half. Clark, tough pass there off the baseline, gets it back. Nice skip. Ott fakes the spot up three. Off for Strange. Feeds Mitchell. Good spin to the baseline and hits. That's a post move I like. Get it and do something with it. Don't back down. Don't dribble it 3 times and let a double team come to you. Cullen. Back out for Myers. Myers holds. Back across for Cullen. Papermakers down 3, and there's another turnover. An example there of the length of Oshkosh North. You have to throw so many tall passes either to get over Mitchell or Clark.
And that's why the zones just work so perfectly. And when they can switch the defenses and the offense can't realize it, they're just expecting that length. That's always going to be a factor no matter what defense you're running.
Clark will walk it into the front court as Lister has returned for Oshkosh North. Clark 3, good. Don't want to get him on track or he can light it up as well. 6-point lead for the Spartans, nearly marching, I should say. They had a 7-point lead at one point here in the second half. Lom, and there's another steal. Clark, he'll push the pace with Mitchell. Takes it to the hole, it's good, and a foul. We're not going to count that as a dunk, but still an impressive move as Clark took it to the hole. Nathan Wilds picks up his 3rd foul, 5th team. Really wish we had replay on that.
Well, you have it. If you're listening or watching the video stream, you can just rewind it by 30
just back
seconds.
up the dot a little bit. There you go. Man, that was awesome. Clark to the line, trying to complete the 3-point play, and he does. 16 for him to go along with the 30 for Zay Mitchell. Wilds on the near side. Pass tipped by Clark. And again, where Kimberly was able to make these passes, North is getting hands on a lot of stuff now. Largest lead of the night for the Spartans at 9. Inbounds comes to Mikey Wilds. And now out top for Veith. Nathan Wilds picks up the dribble. Goes off for Veith again as North has switched to a man-to-man defense. Contact on the drive and a foul will be called. Going to whistle that on Max Rohr, his 2nd. 5th team foul now on the Spartans. Remember, first half we didn't make it to bonus.
Yeah, both teams just down to 1 foul to give.
Nathan Wilds holds in the post, and wow, that's a cheapie there. Rohr just picked up his 3rd on one of the easiest calls for officials to make, the reach-around slap. Stays in the game, though, with the 3 as they come into the corner from Myers. North staying in the man-to-man defense here as Veith drives down the lane. Shot partially blocked, but a foul will be called. They're going to get Mitchell on this one. No, they're going to get Rohr again. That's his 4th. That was quick. He picked up 3 fouls in about a minute.
Yeah, I would say he's probably...
Yeah, coming out. No, he's getting a talking to, unless Brad Weber already had somebody at the bench. No, he didn't. Wow. Well,
keeping him in, just telling him to play smart.
Smarter. Van Offren checks out. And Dudek is back in. Both free throws are good. And now Strange pounds the dribble. Clark back door. Ooh, look out. Those are the ones that just make you hold your breath there when a guy gets undercut like that. But looks like Myers is okay. Foul's going to be on the floor. So North will inbound underneath the basket. This is where we need Mop Kid again. Had quite the experience a couple weeks ago at Xavier High School, when Chick-fil-A dipping sauce got onto the court while we were working a game. We had to bring out the squeegee Zamboni machine to clean the floor. That was a first. Inbounds pass comes to Clark. Hangs and hits. So Clark and Mitchell starting to fill it up here in the second half, and it's a 10-point lead for the Spartans.
Yeah, this gets a little bit dangerous now for the Papermakers. That 10-point deficit's always tough to fight out of because you got to burn so much energy.
Veith with it on the right-hand side. Nice little backdoor cut, layup good by Mikey Wilds, and a timeout will be called from the Kimberly bench. That'll give us an opportunity to tell you about one of our game sponsors for tonight, and that is Kelly Davies Homes Team. Your home where your kids start shooting hoops in the driveway and play tag in the yard, where a lifetime of memories are made. As a proud born and raised Kimberly resident, Kelly takes special pride in connecting local buyers and sellers to their future home. Give her a call today to start your own real estate journey. Find Kelly Davies Homes Landro Realty Team on Facebook at kellydavieshomes.com or give her a call today. Kelly Davies, proud supporter of Kimberly Athletics. 5:40 left to go here. Spartans up by 8. And if you're the Papermakers, this is actually the end of the floor. You need to start turning it up because North, their dynamic duo of Clark and Mitchell, have been scoring at will here late.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge point right now for the Papermakers. If you don't get a stop here, and there's more points added on, and this could be an up and down game rest of the way, and that you don't want to be down by 10 for too long if you're back.
Look at Kimberly going zone, but Clark's able to bust it with a 3 from the corner. His second from behind the arc. And it's the largest lead of the night now for the Spartans at 11. Near steal by Clark again on the far side. Tough jumper as Myers was challenged. And now Mitchell with a rebound. He'll push into the front court. Nice crossover, gets down the lane, absorbs a bump and hits. 32 for Zay tonight. 13-point lead. And this is what North does. They just wear you down, and the next thing you know, you're down double digits.
Yeah, the Papermakers were always doing a great job just maintaining point for point, but roughly around the 12, 13-minute mark is when they struggle just to continue to keep up with this pace of the Spartans. It's mostly because those fast break turnovers became too much of a factor for them.
So Myers will go to the line to shoot 1-1 as we're in the bonus. First free throw is good. Again, no missed free throws tonight. Myers back to the line. And he keeps it going. Lead back down to 11 now. You find Mitchell to break the full court press. Anderson. And it looks like Nina will drop back into a standard man-to-man defense. Mitchell hands off for Ott. Back off for Anderson. Actually, they're trying to run a double team at the ball handlers. Ott good in the foul. See who they get it on. And that's going to be whistled on Veith, his first. 7th team foul, and Ott will try to complete the three-point play. That is good as well. He's got 14 now on the night. 77-63 is North back up by 14. Feith trying to work off the wing. Can't get the roll, and here's Mitchell with the rebound. Tripped a couple of times, but able to keep his balance. Ott into the corner, Strange. Back underneath for Mitchell, who goes to the hoop, can't hit. Clark comes down with it, though, goes up and is fouled. Second chance points again for the Spartans.
Yeah, I mean, that was a needed stop for the Papermakers, but just couldn't secure that second chance opportunity. And now this is a problem because you're already down by 14.
And our first missed free throw of the night. Almost made it all the way through. Substitutions as Aaron Cullen checks back in, as does Mikey Wilds for Kimberly. We're going to check that. That's Van Offren. He's got it. Near side now for Mikey Wilds. Van Offren again in the corner. Nice job by Ott to cut off the baseline. And now a steal by Clark on the far side, but it goes out of bounds. "15-point lead, largest of the night for the Spartans.
Papermakers trying to get down to 7 with a minute 40.
Probably going to have to hit some threes here. As Nathan Wilds has it. Off for Van Offren. Man-to-man defense this time down. And now Wilds will try a three and hit. On demand. Averages 6.2 a game. He's up to 15. Clark finds Anderson. Clark will back it out again. Tough team to double team, and then Clark throws it away. Ott was going to cut in. Clark thought he was going to stay out on the wing to take the pass. Exactly what the Papermakers need here as they try to cut into a 12-point lead.
Have to score in this possession just to maintain it, any possibility in the final minute.
Yeah, it's pretty much score every possession here because North can stretch you out so much on the other end. Tough pass there, and a foul will be called on Clark. Literally, the pass was thrown at the receiver's feet. And since we're in the bonus, it's going to be 1-1. And it will be Myers to shoot them. Substitution. Nathan Wilds checks out, and it's Sam Dudek back in. Earns the bonus. $17 so far tonight for Thomas Myers. Came in averaging 13.8. Leading scorer for the Papermakers on the season. Second free throw. That one rims out. Ott with a rebound. They try to double him in the backcourt. Mitchell finds Anderson and then across for Clark. Clark down the lane. Euro step good. Clark filling up the stat sheet here in the second half. He's come alive after a slow start.
Yeah, just what the Spartans needed.
Yep, Wiles to the basket hits. Mikey, excuse me. His first points in the second half, he's got 9. Still an 11-point lead here for the Spartans. Up ahead, Mitchell. Look out. Layup good and a foul. Boy, if you're going to foul in that situation, you got to make sure he doesn't finish.
Yeah, it's those little quick fouls you just wish if you're a Papermaker fan that just enough to alter the shot.
Van Offren picks up his second, 9th team foul on the Papermakers. And Mitchell will go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Does not. So still a little bit of life here with 2:20 to go. And now, I guess a foul is going to be called. That one is whistled on Mitchell, his second. 9th team foul on the Spartans, 10th team foul on the Spartans. So we're now looking at double bonus the rest of the way for the Papermakers. Looked to me that Wilds just lost it going up, but a foul was whistled from across the floor.
Yeah, it may have been knocked out or just enough contact on the far side of the court.
Second free throw is good as well. So Mikey Wilds now with 11 on the night, and it's back to an 11-point game. Mitchell into the front court. Fakes the handoff. Now needs someone to come to him, and a timeout will be called from the bench. Let's see how long we're going to go on this one. So it's going to be a full timeout, so why don't we take a 60 as well? And first, we'll tell you about one of our game sponsors tonight, and that is Juniper Pools. Get a head start on your backyard pool dreams and save 30% on in-stock pools now until the end of February. Juniper has over 175 pools to choose from, so you'll be sure to find one that's a perfect fit for your family. Imagine all the backyard memories just waiting to be made. Shop our showroom now, save big, and be swimming this summer. Juniper Pools just off West Wisconsin Avenue in Appleton, in front of Costco, and at poolpeople.com.
I learned an early lesson in business. Hire the right people and get out of their way. That's why I turned to Jack's Maintenance for commercial custodial work and everything else to keep our facility in top shape. They have the experience and equipment to tackle the toughest maintenance problems, light remodeling and construction cleanup to high-rise cleaning. Offices, medical facilities, schools, manufacturing plants, it's simply what Jack's does every day. Call Jack's Maintenance and they'll do whatever it takes. Jack's is looking for qualified individuals to join their team. Visit jacksmaintenance.com for details.
2:04 left to go in this one. North ball coming out of the timeout. See if Kimberly decides to start fouling here to extend the game. They have gone to attempt to trap ball handlers out top as Clark brings it across. Finds Mitchell. Tough to trap those two. They can just throw it over the top of you all night. Back to Clark. Spins away. Finds Anderson. Out of Strange. Kimberly needs to get a turnover here somewhere. Strange attacks and hits. Strange now with 10 on the night. Back up to a 13-point game. Kimberly's got to move quickly. Wilds to try a three. That's barely drawing rim, but an offensive rebound by Cullen will extend the possession. Long three by Myers is no good. Ball kicked free, and it's all Papermakers underneath, and the dunk. Mikey Wilds getting up.
When you got 3-4 players and there's no defender, you cannot miss that opportunity.
Clark fighting, creating his own contact there by sticking his arm out, and a foul will be called. So they're going to get Thomas Myers, his second. 10th team, so shooting two is Clark. First one is good. Substitution now as Owen Cockrell will check in for Kimberly, a 6'4 senior. Also in Carson Pendleton, a 6'3 guard. Saw a little action in the first half. And Jake Teofilo, a 6'5 junior, also in for the Papermakers. So head coach John Murphy getting some of his bench personnel playing time. Teofilo rocking the Sport Rex. As Pendleton looks to drive, kicks it out. Three on the way by Cockrell is off back iron. Ott travel. So Kimberly will get another possession here. Slovich and Lister will check in for North, and it appears the nights are done for Zay Mitchell and Brad Clark. Mitchell goes to the bench with 36. We're going to have to do some math on Clark here. We'll get that for you in the postgame. Nice inbounds pass, but unable to hit the lob was Cullen. Teofilo fights for the rebound. They kick it out. Three is no good. Ott with a rebound. Under 40 to go here in the contest. See if North just tries to run out the clock. Coming up on the post-game show, we'll run through individual scoring and preview next week's game as well as we get a turnover. Getting in front of that one was Pendleton, and hits. His first points on the night, cuts the lead to 10, with 10 to play. Ott will just hold, dribble out, and that'll do it. Final score tonight, Oshkosh North 86 and Kimberly 76. We will take a 90-second break. When we come back, the postgame show. You're watching the Score video stream game of the week.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
I learned an early lesson in business. Hire the right people and get out of their way. That's why I turned to Jack's Maintenance for commercial custodial work and everything else to keep our facility in top shape. They have the experience and equipment to tackle the toughest maintenance problems, light remodeling and construction cleanup to high-rise cleaning. Offices, medical facilities, schools, manufacturing plants, it's simply what Jack's does every day. Call Jack's Maintenance and they'll do whatever it takes. Jack's is looking for qualified individuals to join their team. Visit jacksmaintenance.com for details.
Welcome back to Oshkosh North, where tonight it was the Oshkosh North Spartans knocking off the Kimberly Papermakers 86-76 in a entertaining Fox Valley Association matchup. Jonathan Kraus, Zach Morris, Gary Brolowski with you here on tonight's broadcast. And let's first off get, Zach, your thoughts here on a pretty dominant performance by Oshkosh North in the second half.
Yeah, the second half, it's same story again. Papermakers with the halftime lead over the Spartans, but just unable to maintain it through the second half. They started matching point for point in the first 4 minutes, but it was all Spartans, especially with some nice fast break points that led to several slam dunks, and that was, ever since then, that's where the game really changed for Oshkosh North.
Let's run through tonight's individual scoring. First off, for Kimberly, they were led by Thomas Myers with 18 points. Nathan Wilds finished with 15. Nicky Wilds had 13. Landon Van Offeren with 13 as well. Aiden Lom had 6, all in the first half. Bryson Veith with 5, all in the first half. Aaron Cullen had 3, and Carson Pendleton finished with 3. With the loss, Kimberly falls to 9-6 in the Fox Valley Association, 13-7 overall on the season. They'll be in action again next Tuesday as they play host to Fond du Lac. As for Oshkosh North, they were led tonight by Zane Mitchell, who finished with 36 points. That is 11 better than his season average. Stevie Clark had 26 on the night. That's 5 more than he usually scores. Bryce Ott finishes with 14, and Carter Strange had 10. So 86 points, but only 4 guys scored them tonight for the Spartans. With the win, they improved to 12-2 in the Fox Valley Association, 15-5 overall. Up next for them, Tuesday they'll be on the road traveling to Hortonville. Just a reminder that our next video stream game of the week will come your way next Friday night. Same crew, me, Zach, and Gary will be working that one, as it will be Appleton North at Appleton East. Pre-game will begin at 7:15, tip-off around 7:30 here on the video stream. Again, my thanks to Zach Morris for production and color, and also to Gary Brolowski for camera work tonight. Also like to thank our sponsors before we head out. Those are Myron Construction, Creative Imprint, Juniper Pools, Jack's Maintenance Service, and the Katie Davies Homes team. Again, we'll talk to you on Friday of next week. You've been watching the Score video stream game of the week.